Hey, how's it going everybody? Welcome back to another video. It's your host, Rising Oblivion. Today, guys, I have a whole lot more Persona 5 Tactica P5T news to bring here for you guys. All throughout this video, you're going to see lots and lots of new content, new pictures, new screenshots, gameplay, 2 trailers. Unfortunately, they're both in Japanese, but one of them being the brand new trailer we have for the new character who's going to be part of our team, Arena, or I think Ellie is supposed to be her code name, and also the Nihoya News Volume 2, which is going to be what is giving us a lot of this information for this video, is that news video. Like I said, a lot of it's in Japanese, so I thought it'd probably be pretty good to give you guys this. So today we're going to be going over that new character that joins our team, and also going over a lot of the different aspects of the gameplay, social links, skill trees. Yes, we have skill trees, kind of similar to Strikers, but this is more aligned towards a skill tree in terms of like it's literally built just like a tree. You know how most traditional skill trees are? It's not that much like Strikers. It kind of goes in its own way and goes more traditionally with that. We're also going to be talking about the gameplay as well, and of course I will be showing, like I said, lots of new pictures, lots of new screenshots, gameplay, combat, whatever it may be here on this video as well. But let's go ahead and jump into that introduction here of the new character, and then we'll go into the whole slew of new gameplay details, skill trees, just how you play the game in general, even what the name of the palaces are. I guess not kingdoms now, but we'll get into that. But let's go ahead and talk about this introduction of the character, and I'll roll the trailer in the background while it's happening. It's in Japanese, so I'm just going to kind of talk over it. So the second character trailer for Persona 5 Tactica featured Arena, or I believe Ellie might be the codename. I'm not 100% sure it's on Japanese, like I said. We'll see soon in the future. But Arena is the brand new character that we have here. It is a girl who saved Joker when he got lost in the other world, or another world. The leader of the Rebel Corps trusted her ability to take action and has a bright and cheerful personality. So she looks like she's going to be kind of a bubbly character. In order to carry out her revolution, she proposes a partnership with the Phantom Thieves. So it seems like this brand new world that we're jumping into, this Arena character has already been there and has already been working on stuff. She has her own rebellion to already be fighting in this other world. So it looks like Joker accidentally gets lost here. She actually saves him, and she proposes, hey, let's team up and work together towards this sort of rebellion that she's doing. Not 100% sure if we know all the details there. I do know that there are these kingdoms in this game. It's not palaces, there's kingdoms, so maybe she's trying to bring down all of these kingdoms, and that's kind of her, like, I guess, like, plot in all this, to try and work towards destroying all of those. I'm not 100% sure if the wedding storyline or anything has to do with that, or maybe that being a main villain that we're going up against, but it looks like she is going to be the person, kind of like our person who knows all of the ins and outs of this brand new world that we're jumping into, similar to kind of what we had with Morgana and, you know, the base P5 and like Royal game. He kind of had the ropes there, but he didn't do everything, right? So she's more than likely going to be like a kind of tutorial character, and she's also going to be joining the team and whatnot. So that's pretty cool for us to have. That's the brand new character, at least what we have so far in terms of details. That's her so far. But let's go ahead and jump into the big part of this video and jump into that Nihoya news stuff and go over all the new details we have here in terms of gameplay and other details that we have about this game. So let's start off by explaining a little bit in terms of the story. I believe this is just going to be the first kingdom, or like palace, I guess you could say. So the Phantom Thieves of Heart are sent to a mysterious world where it looks like Marie, this brand new character who is the kingdom's ruler, so it looks like it's just the ruler of kind of this kingdom, right? Similar to like what the palaces always have some like main bad guy. Looks like Mari is the kingdom's ruler, and she's the leader of the legionaries that brainwash everyone in the Phantom Thieves group except for Joker and Morgana. So probably gonna be Joker, Morgana, and Arena, the brand new character for, you know, our sort of group, I guess, the start of the game. That seems to be maybe like what it's gonna start as. But being rescued by the leader of the Rebel Courts, Arena, they are learned that the world they arrived in is called a kingdom. And she helps him and manages to help escape Marie's pursuit, but for some reason the Rebel Corps hideout looks just like LeBlanc. So Maybe there's some weird sort of fusion thing there, but I think we'll go into a little bit more of that later. But this new world that they're in is called the Kingdom, not a Palace, so they have a brand new thing here. The LeBlanc is changed and looks different. I think you've seen through some of the different trailers and stuff, you can actually see what the characters look like when they're brainwashed. They have a lot of that purple stuff on their mask and stuff, so we might be potentially fighting some of the characters, some of the main group of characters here within the game, like Makoto and, you know, Haru, all the different characters. We might be fighting them as a brainwashed version, or trying to unbrainwash them as we move forward in the game to sort of rescue them. I assume maybe that's how we get them to join our team, which is an interesting like perspective to do. Having it, you know, go that line. We're again kind of recruiting all the members again and being able to change our team with that. And there is this whole wedding aspect when it comes to this. Marie's kingdom was ruled by a tyrant. Marie and her armed group of legionaries. Marie is holding onto a power, abusing her people, and the purpose for holding a grand wedding. Toshiro, who is a politician, another brand new character for this game, is a politician from the real world. He claims to have no memories and is trapped inside of this world alongside Joker and everyone else. And they also talk about how the breaking news was that Marie has found a marriage partner. I think it's supposed to be him. I don't know why you'd want to marry a politician, but whatever, man. I guess that's kind of going to be the gist there. We have this brand new guy. Like I said, I'll throw up some pictures and stuff like that so you can see him. It looks like maybe she is trying to brainwash him into marriage. I'm not 100% sure, but it looks like that's kind of what we have here. Let's go into some more gameplay stuff. So it talks a little bit about the combat system during battles. In the title, it's Tactica, obviously. You can take advantage of having cover, so you can hide behind walls. The Phantom Thieves, if you end a turn whilst covering, you'll begin a guard state, which will reduce the amount of damage from an enemy taken or completely negate it. If you take damage while not guarding, the enemy is active one more and attack again. So always be aware of your actions when hiding near a wall. Looks like you can hide near walls. You can also hit hidden enemies with a one more with cooperation. So it seems like some of the different aspects that we've had from the past games are still being incorporated here, but they're doing it in that sort of tactic based thing. So if you attack an enemy while another ally is active, you can activate a one more, and while the enemy is guarding, knock them out of cover and create a one more opportunity. So it looks like we have that there. Statuses, elemental statuses are also again there. So Agi will be used on an enemy to take damage at the end of the turn, and Zero will cause the enemy to be able to move for one turn. So we know that at least. Fire can burn a character and make them have damage a turn later. Zero can cause them to be unable to move, and you can basically work out your strategies and advantages there. Tactica, like I said, it's kind of in the name's title, it's supposed to be that way, but it looks like we're still having those elemental weaknesses and being able to incorporate those into our combat, which everybody wants, and I think that's the main purpose for why so many people want a Tactica typed based game, the way that this is, right? So during battles, there's also a star-shaped voltage gauge at the lower right of the screen that will increase by damage and taking damage from enemies. So when it builds to its maximum, the character's unique skill can be activated. We've seen some similar stuff like this in SMT5, where like a certain gauge kind of fills up and we can do a big move. But it says they have a variety of effects dealing in high damage and providing supporting effects as well. So maybe some characters have some supporting effects, heal the whole team. Maybe you have some different ones for different characters. It's all based on their characters, and it seems like certain characters will have advantages, disadvantages, depending on the enemy types as well. There's another bit here talking about development when it comes to party members in the skill tree. So all party members can develop with the skill tree. So GP, growth points, will be used for training and can be obtained through winning battles, raising the Phantom Thieves levels, or by watching talk events. So apparently that's a thing. Where you can enjoy conversation with the cast. Acquiring skills can be reset at any time, and the GP will be used can be funded or refunded. So you can try out various skill formations while creating your own party. So it seems like you can kind of mix and match the different things there. Get rid of some points if you don't like that. Maybe you're trying to build a different type of team, so you can take stuff away from one skill tree and put it towards another. So you can kind of build your team, whatever aspect or whatever kind of way you're feeling that. So you could change stuff around there. Moving on to our last little section here, we have a little bit more when it comes to the hideout. So at the hideout, you can listen to conversations with your friends through talk. Who could imagine that? In the hideout, you can listen to conversations with your friends through talk. Not only can you see conversations that develop the story further, but you can also enjoy chats never seen before combinations. Enjoying stories, conversations between characters and talk, where you can see a glimpse of the unexpected sides of the Phantom Thieves and Arena. I guess they're kind of considering her to be not Phantom Thieves, she's in cooperation, right? If you watch talks, you can also gain GP, like I said, those growth points, what can be used in skill tree. You can also have fun whilst also developing your characters. So it looks like there is a lot of different types of avenues here. It looks like they're trying to still hold on to that thing with Persona where everything you kind of do in the normal world and everything you do while combat, it all reflects each other and works off of each other. So we're going to be able to have different chats and stuff like that. I don't think there's a pure social link aspect in this, but it looks like still going through dialogue and talking to the characters is good. And this might mean that most of this is voice acted. So hopefully, let's fingers crossed, all of that talk stuff and that chat stuff is voice acted. So not only do you get cool stuff to do during the sort of overworld, the normal world, where you can get those growth points that will then help you in terms of combat whenever you're fighting in these kingdoms, of course, all through the skill tree. So even when you're fighting combat in the kingdoms, even when you're chatting with the characters, developing the story, learning more about these characters in the overworld, all of that's going towards your growth points, which is going to help you overall with the game, with the level, and develop stronger characters and stronger things for you to do. It looks like the battle system is pretty developed as well, with the whole cover system, the one more stuff. There's still the elemental effects with the personas, of course, and there's unique skills that seem to have kind of like a limit gauge. If you played Final Fantasy, it looks like there's kind of a limit gauge when it comes to that. We have some brand new characters, a new villain here with the purpose of the wedding, which maybe this politician's been kind of brainwashed into to forget everything and think that he's supposed to be part of it. But I think that's gonna be it for this video, guys. Hopefully this was a decent amount of information. The game's going to be coming out later this year, so I'll try to keep you guys up to date with everything. Subscribe, be sure to click the bell to be notified whenever I have a new video up or whatever, or whenever I stream again. But streaming Final Fantasy 16. Sorry things have been late. I've been working on getting a new job and stuff, so I've been a little bit slow when it comes to content, so sorry about that. But that's gonna be it for this video, guys. I'll see you on the next video. Thank you all so much for watching.